Good morning, guys. I am in a bit of a rush right now. My husband is summoning me to bring clippers and long sleeve shirts and gloves because they're taking down a tree, cutting up a tree that fell down. And there's poison ivy, and I gotta come assess the situation out here with the chickens. I think we have a dead chicken or a duck out here, but I'm not sure. And it looks like it was just a rag. Okay, I'm good. Let's go take care. I'll pick that up later. These geese are fiercely protective, just like you girls are. Hey, watch out, girls. So glad that it was not a limp, lifeless bird that I thought I saw from a distance. Just a rag. So just to explain what's going on, my husband is just on the other side of our property, down at my sister-in-law's house, cutting up a big, huge tree that fell, and it's covered in poison ivy. So I need to bring some protection for one of my daughters that's actually stayed behind to help. And we're going to feed about 20 loaves to the birds. Carefully. Drive a little miss right here. Ready? Go. Oops. Where's the horn? Beep, beep, beep. Here we go. To be out. You've been in my garden. Gotta be careful I don't hit the chicken. And I don't touch baby girl to the fence because the fence is on. All right. I think that was 20. We'll see. At this point, doesn't matter. All right, onward and upward. Ruthie, ready? Till now, we didn't have a chainsaw big enough to handle it. What do you think, little girl? That's your daddy? That's your daddy? So he's not been able to cut back here. That's why you see all that overgrown area. But this is a really nice, peaceful spot. I'll show you guys here. This is the back corner of my sister-in-law's property here. And this little, it's like a little ditch that goes all the way up there to the very front up to the road. And that drains down into this nice little creek, which is the creek that's also running by our house up the way. We've seen deer back here and all kinds of wildlife. So I found this interesting. I never knew about what garlic scapes were until I think last year. I know. Some of you guys are like, what? You never knew about that? Well, no, I never knew about that. So I learned about them last year or the year before, got a chance to try them, and they are delicious. If you have never had garlic scapes before, you have to try them. But while I was out here walking around, I noticed the wild garlic that's growing is developing their own scapes. So I think we're gonna have to harvest some of these. These right here. And they're all over our property, everywhere, free for the taking. Which is good news because I did not plant any garlic last fall. So we get our own free scapes. So I'm not really helping with the manual labor today. If I had someone to watch the baby, I would, but my son is working some overtime and my daughters, Adriana and Emma, are at market right now selling eggs and a couple of shirts that we had left. So we're down to just Kaylin helping out with my husband, and then a friend of ours, Gabe, he came by and is doing a majority of that work that you saw. I decided that I would go ahead and just show you guys the house that my mom is having built, which is on our property also. We come to this cross spot here, and our house, you go down around the corner that way, and her house is up this way. So we'll just go take a look. And this is where the bees are at too. Majority of the bees. We have one hive down by our house. So I had to come back to the house and change Ruth, and we are headed back. I now have a knife and a couple bags, and I'm going to do some clippings of the wild garlic scapes. Hopefully they're ready. I don't know what wild ones look like. I know what planted ones look like. And I'm also going to try and propagate some elderberry. So we'll see. I'm a little bit late on the clippings. I should have done that in the earlier growing, like when they were first starting to show their leaves, but such is the life of a busy person. I know. Some of you probably are saying, that's just an excuse. But I was too busy. Bottom line. That little green thing, right? It's trying to focus on my hand. Right there is an elderberry bush. Technically, it's on my sister-in-law's property, but I'm going to go steal some clippings from it. Shh, don't tell her. Right, Ruthie? Hush, hush, we don't say nothing. Our little plastic bag right here. Look, there's how you're getting ready to start flowering. Well, I don't want to take that one since it's already got flowers growing. We're getting ready to bud. So we'll go back here. This one doesn't. I'm not quite sure where to cut it at, but I'm going to try right here. And then we got one right here next to it. Now on to the scapes. We're gonna go to town. There's actually some here under the elderberry. All right, guys, so we are back at it. We left for a majority of the day to go take care of some errands. Well, I should say not a majority of the day, but a few hours. And had to get a little help because we had trouble restarting the chainsaw for some reason. It just wasn't acting right. Well, we left it for Ben to come back and try and work his magic on it, and he was able to get started like that. Right away. So I don't know what we were doing wrong, but apparently we were doing the same thing that he was doing, but for some reason just didn't want to start for us. So we are now back over here, and we are going to cut chunks of this tree apart, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. It's a big, chunky tree.
All the way down.
Yep, all the way down. Put the trigger down.
Yeah, it is.
The trigger down, and then the switch.
Yeah.
Just push the trigger. No. Safety switch first. Put that down.
Okay.
It's very humbling when your children have to show you how to work machinery.
No, it's not humbling. It like makes me proud. It doesn't make me humble because I want them to learn.
Well, that's good.
Yep, it's good. So try and pull it. You gotta wait for the trigger.
Oh, okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Look at that slab.
Look at that, guys.
That's huge.
That's roughly, this is a 32-inch bar. Watch out, Ben. 32-inch bar, right? And it just cut it like nothing. Here, Ben. Now, here's the real test. You see that double trunker over there? Ben's gonna do that one.
Which one?
The massive one.
That one? Yep.
Barely coming through. You see the level you're on right there?
Yeah, right there.
Right?
It's not budging.
I mean, it's hard to cut all the way.
They're employing physics and mathematical equations in this.
All right. Because on this side, it gives a little bit. I can feel it giving. Maybe it's me giving, not you giving.
Well, what I'm saying is because we did a cut on most of the way on both sides, so if the middle is the problem, then why don't we just cut it down the middle?
You think you can cut through the middle of that? Let's find out.
think so.
Hey, for the money we pay for that, it better be.
Daddy goes, he was right. Good girl, LMA. All right, guys, so I think that is going to be it for the evening. I am heading on the way back up to the house, but I'm I'm foraging for wild scapes, garlic scapes, on my way back because there's a ton of them everywhere, and we tried some out this morning. They were delicious. So I am grateful that you guys came along and hung out with us today. Doesn't it feel great when you have something accomplished like that, even if it's not on your own property? You're helping someone out and getting the challenge completed. So the next part of this is to take and burn that huge pile of wood. That's gonna be for another day, another evening. So we will catch you guys on the next one. See you later. Bye.